RimWorld Alpha 17's been out for a little while now, but as sort of an opt-in beta type thing, mostly so modders could update their mods to fit the new version. But I hadn't really opted into it. Tyne and Sylvester on the forums requested that we didn't do videos of it, so I abided, and I've been kind of busy anyway with the whole moving thing, which is somewhat finishing up. So I can't do as many videos on this as I would like to right off the bat, but that's okay. I'll still jump in. I looked through the patch notes and watched the video of his a little bit. I sort of scrubbed through the video because I like discovering this stuff on my own and going into it kind of blind for first impressions type stuff. But it looks like it was mostly a balance update, bug fix, balance, integrating some of the more popular mods into the game, which is really nice. And then obviously you can dock to yourself now, so starting solo is quite a lot easier. And there's rivers and roads and all that kind of good stuff, and we'll kind of fly into it. I don't really know which scenario to go with. I'm tempted to do starting with nothing. I do still have the starting with nothing going on of the previous alpha. Not really sure how to end that. Any ideas are welcome. Traditionally, I would just kind of abandon the playlist, and I kind of don't want to do that because some people, especially now that I'm not uploading much, some people are actually going to the earlier playlists and watching through them, and it would be nice to have some form of conclusion. I know one time I put everybody into an arena and set them all into a frenzy and just laid waste to one another. I could see about doing that again, but I don't know. Ideas are welcome, and I'm also planning on hopefully doing a modded playthrough of this game. I've done the medieval mod, the Lovecraftian mod, which I need to reboot still. So I guess I could reboot that with this alpha, or is there a different overhaul people would rather see? I was sent one. I haven't looked into it yet. Didn't really have time. I don't know. I need I need something to do with the previous alpha, and I need a modded playthrough for this alpha. So ideas for both of those welcome. And I think I'm just going to do the starting with nothing again because it's kind of my favorite, really. I like it. And we'll go for Cassandra Classic on rough, I think, because Randy Random is, well, cargo pod happy. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. Maybe it's changed. Has it changed? We could find out if it changed. We'll go Cassandra. It's been a while. I don't like her, but I don't know. She used to always give me such grief. And random seed pain, sure, why not? And I'm generating 100% world because why not? Overall rainfall, overall temperature, we'll just leave it at normal. It's fine. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I like the rivers. This looks really nice. And then you've got, I don't think that it ever had the sort of shallow water around the continents either. That looks really nice. I like it. Yeah, some pretty thick rivers going on, and we got lakes and all that. I'd like to try to find a spot that uses ideally both river and road, but I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky because I'd also kind of like to have, you know, not flat terrain. But yeah, this is quite nice looking. Okay. A lot of settlements and worlds over here. What do we got? Yeah, I'd really like to find a river tile. Mountainous river. I think Large Hill River is probably going to be best. You could try Mountainous River though. That could be a little bit strange because usually you get like half the map is just one giant mountain, and the river would kind of carve through that. Jesus, I found it. I guess we're going here. I was asking for quite a lot, but I actually found it. It's Oceanside with large hills, stone road, and river. So we have the road to somewhat quickly travel through and visit people. In this case, it's a bunch of tribes. I guess down the road we have a proper town. Whether or not they're friendly or not, I don't know. A nice ancient road going on here. This is the ancient asphalt roads for some precursor civilization. I don't know what he's doing with all of that, but I feel like it's the type of thing where there were ancient people living here and they made the mechs, the mechanoids and all that, and they're not around anymore. Some giant extinction event or the mechanoids killed them or something. But you could go with the whole thing where they invented the mechanoids and then the mechanoids just got too powerful and they tried to kill them. lock them away, hence the stone structures that you sometimes start with, and there's the mechanoids there. Or I don't know what he's doing. But apparently that is just roads that were here from ancient civilization and all that. So that's that. And since I already clicked off my spot, it was somewhere over there though. Manifest pack of Aldio. Yeah, they're friendly. They are friendly. The pistol buffaloes and the stone-faced army. Jeez. With the nickname Ally. Uh-huh. Okay. Ally. Sure. So yeah, we got some trade going on. So we'll start, I think it was here. The Large Hill Stone Red River spot. You know, why not? Year-round growing. It is arid shrubland, which is been a while since I played on, but I think I remember it, and I think I was okay with it. Why not? And starting colonist, I'd like you to be mostly just healthy and capable would be ideal. And able to fight, I guess, too. Especially since he changed this around a little bit, and he rebalanced a lot of the skills, and having low skill or no skill is like a much bigger thing than it used to be. So I guess if you could fight in some way. A jogger, bloodlust, nudist. That's interesting. With really good melee. Really good melee. But nudist. It's odd. Because at least clothing gives you some armor. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm starting with nothing, so I need to be able to somewhat grow. Green thumb, gay, interested in melee or shooting's terrible, medicine, cooking, growing. Okay, something like this I'm totally okay with. You're not super awesome in anything, but you're capable of doing stuff, and you're somewhat decent at doing most of it. Growing, we can do heal root, or is that 6? I forget which. Cooking, medicine, animals, melee. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. It's just if you're terrible at growing, it makes the beginning bit much slower than it already is, because it is a slow start when you have starting with nothing. That's how it is. And there's our amazing stone road. Sandstone, flagstone. Ah. Not super pretty, but they make good surfaces for roads and outdoor walkways. Yields no resources. Aww. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, because I imagine it crumbles up into just crap. Okay, well there you go. There's our road. And walk speed 100%. Nice. And the river? There it is. And still fordable. Something of a bridge going on there. Okay, okay. Well, not super defensive, the river. I mean, we do have deep water that you can't move through, so we could set up a defensive thing there, wall this off so you block line of sight, that sort of thing. I mean, I could see about doing something like that. Where'd we start though? Oh, right here. Yeah, I could still kind of see about doing something like that. We cannot be attacked from the south. They'd have to come from these corner bits, which they come across. If we just started like up in this area, I'm seeing where we would get attacked from. Pretty much every direction. Well, since we started with nothing, we have nothing to carry, so I can choose my starting spot pretty easily. And I'm just gonna go for here, because it's already mostly pre-built. It saves me just so much time. Slate wall, some steel walls that I can just easily deconstruct and move around. Fucking rhinos going on. Nice. What's your intelligence? Intermediate. Okay. Can't haul for me. Oh well. Yeah, we'll do this though. And just, alright, I can't even queue that up. Okay, well fine. Do we have rich soil anywhere nearby? Kinda. Yeah, it's kind of nearby. Not super ideal, but it'll work. Growing zone. I'll just, you know, I'll do this real quick and I'll update you when it's done. Was just going through and setting the anything outfit to make sure that we're not wearing tattered apparel, and I noticed smoke pop belt. Spoilers. Automatic defensive smoke screen. Releases a thick cloud of smoke if the wearer is hit by a projectile, providing a line of sight cover and preventing turrets from locking on. Huh. Single use. Few ideas come to mind. Interesting. Very interesting. I kind of want to scroll through and see if there's anything else that's new, but I'll resist. Just set up a quick little stockpile for literally everything critical importance. It's just general storage for all the stuff and things. A small little rice, well, yeah, it's pretty small. Rice, rich soil area up here. This is going to be just food for like immediately. This stuff will be done in just a couple days, so no problem there. And then over here, I've got corn sort of along the road. Eventually, this whole thing will probably be corn. Eventually, I just don't want to queue up too much straight away. And that'll be for long term. So corn and rice, it's a pretty decent one too, to keep you fed for a little while. For immediate food, like today food and tomorrow food, we'll have to either cook up some agave, because I'm pretty sure that's still a raw food, or try to find some strawberry bushes, which I'm not seeing at all. I don't know. I'll keep an eye out, but it looks like we might be cooking some agave. There's some. Not the most grown ever. Can I double click and select all? No. Yeah, we'll just end up cooking up some agave, I feel. So I'll have you harvest some of that's around here and there. And then we'll have to do the campfire and all that. No. Trees to chop. Any of you? Yeah, okay, you all work. Okay. So we'll do plant cutting first, and then construct, and then grow. Oh, and Jennifer, you get named as soon as you land. You are. If you don't know, if you're new, perhaps I do names from Patreon supporters across pretty much any game that I play, if I can. Our first one this time around is KPO0, who I don't think I've had in a little while, and usually ends up with a crippled colonist, but pretty good so far. I say so far because something terrible is going to happen to you now that you are KPO, but we'll see what that is. That's just how it works. Seeing if there's any strawberries down here to harvest real quick. Alpacas. Oh my god. I love alpaca wool. Or I hope he didn't balance that. Oh, something I do want to check real quick too, once we get some trees chopped. Harvesting those first, which is kind of annoying. But oh well. And just haul them up real fast. Try to prevent the rhinos from eating it. Nice. Oh, and you're a nudist. So, fix that. And then I also need to do work schedule. Oh, I got so distracted with the smoke belt thing. Cut into there a little bit, so you do a little bit of anything at the beginning of the day, some joy. End of the day, same deal, and then work with another hour of anything. This is 9 hours. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 hours. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a second door there, just in case. You are a nudist, right? No, you're not a nudist. That was somebody else. Sorry. Massive brain fart. You can go back to anything. Now, if only I could have a window for specific types of injuries, like bruises. Don't use medicine on bruises. Okay, you're clothed again. Okay, good. Yeah, because that's something that I've always wanted, was a just a way to select like what type of treatment to do by default on certain stuff and things. Because by default you use the best medicine available. Well, if it's a bruise, it doesn't need medicine, but they end up using glitter world medicine on a bruise, and it's like, okay. It sucks. And then I'm curious to see what he changed here. Okay. It looks like sight matters a lot more, maybe? Because I don't think this used to have the percentage of max. So if you get the bionic eyes, then it could be 200% important, then, I guess. But the post-process curve will still fuck you no matter what, so I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, just in his video, he said something about body parts and body conditions will matter a lot more on top of the skills, which also matter a lot more. And makes me a little nervous because people, in my opinion, were really inaccurate anyway, but we'll see how it goes. I'm also a little concerned about it's harder to make a shitload of money because you can't just say corn like some people do, and then they just, we have thousands of corn to sell, yay, and it's no problem, and they just, you know, 3-4 people working the cornfield real quick, and they amass giant amounts of money. Apparently prices were refactored, so you can't really get by with doing that now. Get out of here, Rhino. Good. I don't want to build one in. You can't really get by with doing that anymore, which makes me nervous because I was never really one to do the whole, you know, just massive growing zone and just shitloads of stuff to sell and make absolute loads of money. That's just not my play style. But he's bouncing it around the people who play not like that, if that makes sense. So, a little nervous, but again, we'll see how it goes. And there's some more agave. We'll... Really? Man, get the fuck out of here. Jeez, when did you get in? Damned animals, can you open doors, even though you're wild? I don't think so. Really don't think so. I'll hold this door open real fast. And then temperature, we'll do a campfire. It's actually pretty hot outside, so we'll do a campfire outdoors. Just there, I guess. And expand the roof build area to cover it. Okay, it left. Good. Quick, close the door. Okay. And this is gonna be just a real quick agave dinner type thing. And probably breakfast. Let's make like 3. There's hysteresis now on this. If I say do until you have. You can pause when satisfied and unpause at a certain amount, so there's hysteresis that's included into this now, which is really nice. It's something that this game's definitely needed for a while. I'll just tell you to do just 3 meals. That's all of our agave, and that'll be food for now, tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night. And then by then, the rice should be... we don't even have the rice planted. Oh. If we did have the rice planted, it would be mostly done by then, but that's okay. We can harvest more agave. If I build a quick stool, I think you can still sleep on the stool. We'll build a bed here and reinstall it. How about that? And then you're gonna eat. Taking simple meal. Don't, please. Come down here. I was hoping you wouldn't pass out on the floor real quick. You might do that as soon as this finishes up. So to prevent any sort of disturbed sleep, moodlet will just set you for pure work. Throw the bed in there real fast. And I built it down there just because that's where all the wood was. And now you can be back to paste. Back to whatever. First day. Yeah, starting with nothing though. It's slow starting. that's the problem. But you started with literally nothing, and I kind of like the fact that you build up from absolutely nothing and form one, maybe 2 or 3 colonies. And it's nice to just look back and say, I started with absolutely nothing and look where I am now. And I like it. It brings on some interesting challenges. You have to live the game just literally a day at a time until you get a second colonist. The second colonist is major. It's so nice when you get that. And it's a lot of RNG because you don't know what kind of colonist you're going to get. This first person, they're capable and healthy. How long will that stay though? Maybe they get a scar on their throat and they can't really talk anymore, which means trading sucks and getting more prisoners sucks because you can't really recruit them because their social's terrible. Or maybe the second person you get is a horrible doctor, and well, now you can do self-healing actually, so that's not really much of an issue. But I like it though. It's its own form of drama, and I've been doing it for a few alphas now. Again, I don't really know how to stop the previous series I did with starting with nothing, because that's been going on for a while, and we've got basically 2 colonies going now, and I don't know how to end it. I might just put everybody into a giant room, set them all as like manhunters permanently, and just see what happens or something. I don't know. Relive some of my RimWorld duels as a colony. I don't know. But you're really sleeping in today, huh? I guess it makes sense. You did stay up really late last night, and the fire's got a day left to it. Okay. Electing socialite the fire, very nice. Planting the little bit of rice there, that's fine. Yeah, I'll need to harvest up some more agave at some point, I think. Because the rice, while it does grow really quickly, 140%, I don't think this tooltip updates. Growing time 3 days. Okay, I thought that used to be 2 days. 140%, so it's 40% faster in there. So yeah, okay, it'll be a few days. I thought it'd be just like 2 days, but it'll be like 2.5 days or so. Well, actually, that may not be taking into account the fact it rests overnight. I also don't remember if it's considering that or not. Oh, I don't know. It'll be done eventually. I'll let you get all that going, and then yeah, that's how I like it. That's fine. I'll leave you to it. You got it. Set it on ×3 speed and just kind of relax for a bit. Try to keep the fire up the best I can. I'm gonna just tell you to harvest more agave while we're at it. There's a couple bits up there. 1 bit down there. Maybe 2. Tomorrow will be 2. There's some more that'll be up tomorrow, I think. And then I'm going to tell you... Wrong menus. Hauling 2, I guess. And then home regen. Don't automatically do it. We'll just set... Well... just for cleaning purposes, really. There's our home region, so you can be cleaning 1 as well. Well, nah, I'll leave that as default and doesn't manually tell you to do that. How about that? Flexing socially, that's fine. There's no rush on the, Really? Oh yeah, because you're a green thumb. I knew that. I knew that. There's no real rush on the corn. That could just be done kind of sort of whenever. You're bringing the wood in. Bring the agave that's up here in as well. We need to cook that tomorrow. 20 hours left on that fire. So refuel it real quick. Damn it, woke you up. Disturb sleep. Even though he was only sleeping for like a minute, maybe, possibly tops. Disturb sleep for a dozen hours. Ugh. That hasn't been looked at. And then something that I wanted to look at, the shelf now. It's a general shelf, not just a weapon rack, so I can carry all sorts of stuff. I don't know what. We'll find out. It'd be kind of cool if you could do meals. I'd really like to be able to do tables and the stockpile on the table like you used to be able to do way back in the day. Because then you serve meals onto the table and it's really awesome. What do we got? Oh yeah, You can put corpses on the shelf? Nice. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, you can put, looks like, kind of everything. Just nothing rotten. Huh. Nice. I like it. Yeah, I'll let you do your own thing. Hauling the stuff indoors and all that. The only thing that we have to do right now is finishing up planting corn, but again, there's no real rush on that. And actually having it kind of staggered is kind of ideal without having all the corn ready at once. It's shingled, so we always have a supply of corn coming in every couple days. That's how I like it, at least. And enough agave to get us by? Not really. Not really. So while you're up there, harvest that agave. Oh, grow first. Okay, here. Grow first, then plant cut. God damn it. And when you're done that, harvest that, then haul it down, then we can do a little bit of cooking. You okay? Do you need food? No, you're good for a bit. Okay. Just living it a day at a time. Slow to start though, admittedly. But again, I will be doing a second series of Alpha 17. Ideally alongside this one, but it'd be modded. So I'm curious to see /hear/read what mods you'd be interested in. Because again, I've done the medieval times, which I really liked. The Lovecraft one, which I also really loved, but I kind of played it wrong. And I'd like to reboot that at some point and do it kind of proper. Ending rock rubble. Oh yeah, there's the growing zones, right? Okay, and I can probably set hysteresis on this, though it's a campfire, so it'll undo eventually anyway. And then unpause when you have one left. But I played the Lovecraft mod kind of wrong, but I loved it, and I want to reboot it anyway because the one that I was doing sadly ended in a really kind of poopy way. But it is what it is, I suppose. Orange, porpoise, what do you want? Who are you? What do you want? Okuya and Raven. Okay. Trading? Or just passing by? Or just visiting? Just passing by, I think. Or visiting to hang out for a little while. Hunter likes ranged weapon. Could give you a ranged weapon. I think I'll probably just end up doing a crafting station and making a steel club. Or something. So we'll set up mining. And I'll do more concise priorities once I get a second person. Crafting 2. Okay, so that's going to be a shoddy steel club, but better than nothing. And there is compact machinery right around the corner, so I can do a proper cook stove and see about getting a fuel generator up. Planting some trees would be a good thing, I think, because there's not a shitload of those around. There kind of was down here, but we'll be needing a lot more. Elephants. Nice. All sorts of good animals on Arid Shrubland. I think you also get boomalopes and boom rats too, don't you? There's the boom rats. Yeah, and boomalopes. Okay. No pigs though, right? Pigs are something that I always tell myself that I should love more because they haul, because they're smart and they don't take up much space. They're pretty small. You can kind of get a lot of them sometimes. But I'm not seeing any. I don't think we get them on this biome. Oh yeah, they're here to actually visit. I don't really know why. They're just checking it out, I suppose. So hey, hi, and stuff. Could maybe take you prisoner if I had a prison area, which I should build tomorrow. But I don't, and I won't, because I don't want to go to war with another tribe. Tribes in general are really tough for me to handle because of my playstyle, but yeah. Yeah, I might have to just adapt to how the game's becoming and play how he wants me to play, so to speak. Silver? Nice. Prison, though. We'll just do a small wood shack thing. There. 2 beds? Nah. Nah, just the 1 bed. Actually, scoot the door up there so we can put a table in. Nah, they don't need a table. I need a table, though. Get a table in for me. And it's so hot out during the day, I don't really want to do a torch lamp. 19 hours left on that, we'll have to refill that tomorrow. Wood building for all that. Yeah, I mean, I guess get ready for mining. Get some components, some steel. We'll do a proper cook stove, so I don't have to waste wood refueling that campfire all the time. Can deconstruct you, I don't really need you. I just built you just out of curiosity, really. The miscellaneous crafting station. Caravan packing spot. Ah, nice. I'll leave it be for now. The crafting spot is miscellaneous? No, yeah, production. Just put it there. And make a troubleware whenever you can, a couple of them. And then, yeah, the club out of steel. How much does that take? 40? Okay. I assume, yeah, we got hysteresis on that too. Nice. Bye, Rogo guys. However you pronounce that. Thanks for stopping by, I guess. And we hauled all the wood, so we definitely need more wood. So I'll queue that up real fast. Just chop some of the cacti. Really not ideal, but it is what it is. And then mining we'll do after construction. Kind of awkward. I guess plant cut one first. Sorry. At least get that finished up, you know. Local squirrel went mad. Okay. I guess. It's here. I was gonna grab a bit of wood, but I think actually just going fisticuffs is actually better than using a log, isn't it? Well done. And I guess self-tent? I guess. Put you for Doctor 1, bed rest, patient, firefight, flicking, wardening, handling, I guess. Cooking 1, just run down the list. Are you, there we go. Nice. I like it. They're going to cook because we never got up to 6. Oops. Now, it's nice to get manually unpause it too. Are you actually digging, or what's going on there with that? Jesus, do I actually need a mining pick? My god. Yeah, we were working on that one. Not sure. Campfire's gone. Forgot to refuel it. Oh well, 3 meals. If we could mine, we could just get a fueled stove up real quick and do that, but I'd really rather just go for cook stove proper, which means mining enough machinery and steel for power generation. Oh, but then we're using wood on the fuel generator. Oh. Pretty much no matter what I do, I'm gonna have to be spending wood for a while. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. We'll just rebuild the campfire. But I'll... Temperature? Yeah. But I'll forbid it so you don't do it right now. And then... Yeah, we need a lot of wood to chop down nearby. Because refueling and building, and if I can't mine steel, I don't know if this is a bug. The game updated like 3 or 4 times yesterday in pretty quick succession, so I think there was a bit of a botch release, but we'll see if that's maybe fixed later or maybe a temporary thing. Maybe need to relaunch the game. I don't know. Just looking around for like any really huge things of trees. I mean, yeah, kind of a little bit here and there. I mean, the like biggest concentration of them is this area here that I could start going to town with. Chop some of them. Kind of a shitty hauling job, but oh well.